Welcome to Saturday. We're going to do a joyful flow, only 10 minutes, so starting on your mat, let's begin in mountain pose. So standing at the front of your mat here, feet are hip width apart, grounding through your feet. Knees are soft, thighs are engaged, glutes are engaged, lower belly is engaged. Rolling your shoulders back and down, palms shining forward. Neck is long, heart is open, shoulders are away from your ears. Gently closing your eyes. Start to bring your awareness to your breath, taking some energizing inhales and exhales through your nose. Standing tall and strong in Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's start to set an intention for today's practice. Today's practice is going to manifest joy and general well-being that we can carry out with us through the rest of our day. Taking a few more energizing breaths, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling through your nose. 2 more breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Preparing for some sun salutations on your next inhale, blinking your eyes open, reaching your arms up, palms together over your head, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shin, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, hands down to the mat. We're going to step back into our plank. You can lower your knees, uncurl your toes and send your weight slightly forward as you exhale, lowering your chin and your chest to the mat. Inhale, pushing through to your cobra. Exhale, tucking under your toes, sending your weight back to your downward facing dog. Taking a few energizing breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling, pushing through the palms, fingers engaged, knuckles connected to the mat, sending your heels to the mat. Maybe walking out your legs if you like. On your next inhale, looking at your hands and stepping or walking to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bending your knees, push through your feet as you inhale all the way up to stand, palms together. Exhale, hands down by your side. Let's go again, another lovely flow. Connecting to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling fully. On your next inhale, blink your eyes open, reach your arms up and overhead, palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat spine, long neck, tall back. Exhale, planting your hands down to the mat, stepping back into plank. Find your flow, either knees, chest, chin, or maybe you exhale, do full chaturanga, lowering yourself to the mat. Inhale to upward facing dog, keeping your thighs and knees off the mat. And then exhaling to downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling, pushing your hands away, shoulders away from your ears, neck is neutral, gazing at your knees, feet are about hip width apart, and we're breathing easy. Lower belly is engaged, drawing your heels towards the mat. 1 more breath, inhale and exhale, looking at your hands, walking, stepping or jumping to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing your feet into the mat, bending your knees, reaching your arms all the way up to stand, palms overhead as you inhale, and then exhale, hands down by your sides. So staying here in mountain pose, we're going to come into a standing balance. We're going to come into dancer's pose, round through our right foot, and then we're going to reach for our left foot. So see if you can bring your hand onto the inside of your foot, keeping your knees parallel and together. From here, we're going to hinge at our hips, sending our chest forward to the mat while we send our leg back. Reaching that arm back, you might like to reach your front arm forward. Inhale and exhale here. If this is too much, you can always just stay here. If you're able to, start to hinge forward, reaching your arm forward, reaching your foot back, gazing at something still in the distance. Inhale and exhale. Release, and then lowering your foot down to the mat. Let's change sides. So grounding through your left foot this time, reaching your right hand on the inside where your arches of your right foot, and then reaching your left arm forwards. You may just like to stay here. If you would like a bit more, send your weight forward as you hinge from your hips, reaching your back foot up. Try to keep your knee in, hips parallel. Inhaling and exhaling, and slowly release. Lowering your foot down to the mat. Let's lower down to the mat now and just sit with your legs as wide as you are able to. And we're just going to do a gentle stretch. So keep your knees pointing to the ceiling, toes pointing to the ceiling, reaching your arms up and then twisting over to your left side, lowering your hands and just walking your hands forward towards your feet. You might only get to the thigh, your calves. You want to keep a length in your spine. Looking at your toes, inhaling and exhaling, keeping those feet flexed. Inhale and exhale, walking back up, and then hands in front of you to the middle. And we're going to do the same thing, just walking your hands forward as far as you can go, keeping your feet flexed, toes up to the ceiling. Inhaling and exhaling, and then slowly walking yourself back up. Inhale, reach your arms up, twisting from the waist over to your left side, lowering your hands down. Let's do the same thing again, over to the left. Slowly walking your hands over, looking at your toes. Just going as far as you can keep a long spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly walking your feet back to the front. Giving your legs a shake, bring your legs forward, and then let's just hug our knees into our chest. Give yourself a squeeze and a little rock. Keeping your feet together, bringing your soles of your feet together. Putting your thumbs between your hands, fingers on the tops of your feet, reaching your shoulders up and back, feeling nice and tall. Taking a moment here to connect back to your breath. Thinking about the joy you have generated in your body from this gentle movement. And then release. Draw your knees together and just sit comfortably. We'll take a few breaths here. Closing your eyes, inhaling nice and tall. And exhaling fully. 2 more breaths, inhaling fully and exhaling fully. Final one, inhaling fully, exhaling fully. Big smile on your face. Thanking yourself for practicing today. Bringing your thumb knuckles to your third eye, gently bow your head. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for another 10-minute morning flow in your PJs if you want. I hope you enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow on Sunday. As always, take care.